opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Breeze now. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Got some room at the 30. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley of Baltimore with a tackle. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. And he's taken down inside the 30. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the AFC in possession of the football to start quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the AFC is in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake. Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Breeze. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his 3rd Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Breeze to throw again. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown NFC from 4 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Rosas good with the extra point. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So we've reached halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with the... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown! Andre Roberts, 93 yards. And the AFC has... And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Breeze now to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham, nickname Automatic.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And that is incomplete.
Intended for Saquon Barkley. Incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
Looking downfield for Kelce. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball. And right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that will be incomplete as well. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now here's Mahomes. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Now Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you...
And look at this, it's a fake. He's still fighting forward. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position. Breeze now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. It's caught. Jones. Touchdown. Julio Jones. 43 yards. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime. Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all. Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. That's fielded in the end zone. Shifts by him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes to throw. And this one is incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
That's caught inside the 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you throw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Breeze to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts. They want to make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the AFC adds on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bree's going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy classic Madden with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game in exhibition.
Just wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like. Feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. Cordell Patterson, touchdown, Chicago! It's a kickoff return of 94 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think...
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
180.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because
now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the return is Cohen. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That punt returns 66 yards, and it goes the distance. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, they were going to get excellent field position either way. They had pinned them deep, but that's even better.
So in other words, being comfortable with field position, that was going to be okay. But sometimes being greedy is the right way to go. And boy, they take it all the way back, put it in the end zone. A great way to get started for them.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Browns offense coming back onto the field here. We mentioned earlier their loss to Seattle in Week 6. Back-to-back losses now. And you think about it, Charles, at this point last season, the Browns actually had a better record than they do right now at 2-4. Now Mayfield lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Third and long for Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A run for Nick Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And he's got it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Landry again the intended target. Third down here. Mayfield on play action. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And there he goes again. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
From the 29, Mayfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here comes Cohen. And now running right through it. Continuing to fight for more. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. Able to find Shaheen here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away. Now it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Come on now, let's go.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 76 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle by Terrence Mitchell. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Trubisky will throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 67 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Extra point up and through, and the lead is up to 15 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet there are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. And another tackle broken. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The first down carry for Davis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Davis will try to run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As the Bears push further out in front. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that
the Browns drive about to get started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Still going. Down the numbers. There he goes. And the Chicago Bears are in the end zone. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously, a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates...
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on.
What?
Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I couldn't understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it's going to be 2nd down. And with that incompletion, let's do something different. I'm going to go through a few teams that are on losing streaks, and you tell me if there's reason for concern there. Let's start with the Cowboys.
Definitely reason for concern. Not as dominant on defense as they should be, and offensive line injuries. 3
straight losses. They're 3-3. How about the Chiefs? 2 straight home losses.
Yeah, they just can't stop anyone running the football.
Okay, and then the Rams, 3 straight losses for them.
Yeah, definite reason for concern because they cannot get the running game figured out. Todd Gurley.
And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jannard Avery coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So a fake field goal run in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. All right, CD, let's have a little fun. Now that we're into October, I'm going to give you some AFC teams. You tell me quickly, contender or pretender. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's start in the East. Buffalo.
Contender for a wild card spot.
Okay, how about the Chargers?
Pretender.
AFC North, the Steelers.
Contender because the AFC North is a jungle.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On first down, Trubisky, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. There's so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the interception, here's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that he takes off with it. It's a fake. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. So we've reached halftime here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run, Chubb, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield, complete. It's Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. Whoa! It still won't go down. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys continue to pour it on. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Shrugs off another. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. 1 play, touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This is taken at the 18. breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 69 yards. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Come on now, let's go!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. On second down, Davis. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Now it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is
but
one of our
she's
guys.
singing too.
No, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Bullard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's loose again. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
All right, count him along with me. That's his 3rd return for a touchdown in this game. Why is the ball being kicked to him? That would be my question.
I was just going to ask you the same question because we see 2 occasionally. I mean, very rare. 3, unbelievable. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line. It's his try for 2. It's going to come up empty, but that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Throwing, Mayfield. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves them with just 3rd and a yard. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield. Screenplay. Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This is taken at his 4. Still churning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
They can't stop me out here.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long, sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.